Joining us on the CNBC Newsline is Naig, Secretary of Agriculture for the state of Iowa. Secretary Naig, great to talk to you today. Can you tell us, has China canceled orders for Iowa farmers?
Well, first of all, it's great to be with you. Thanks for having me. And yes, we are already feeling the brunt of these tariffs, and in the form of reduction in the purchase of products that historically we've been selling to China for many years now, soybean in particular.
Is there any chance that you independently go to China with a trade representative representing only Iowa and talk to the Chinese directly about trade between the state and that nation?
Well, I think historically we've worked hard to develop these markets over many decades, and frankly, that's one of the things that's concerning to our producers is the fact that they've spent a lot of time and energy to build this market, particularly China and soybean, and we'd like to see that effort pay dividends, not be wasted. But in terms of what do we plan going forward, we do not have any current plans to send a trade delegation at this point. But we are always in contact with our customers around the world.
Mr. Secretary, do you have a plan B otherwise? I mean, I realize you can't just turn things around on a dime when it comes to where you sell and what you sell, but are you thinking about other markets where you can sell your goods, or planting something else that could be used elsewhere instead?
For Iowa, we are predominantly corn and soybean production in this state, so it's not like we will be able to shift that production, to accommodate. We're in the middle of the 2018 growing season here, and so frankly, this is uncertainty that is very challenging for our producers. But I do think in the long run, of course, there could be additional market opportunities for our products if you see a downside to the demand in China. But again, we'll have to see that play out. I think what's concerning to us and our producers is this near-term turbulence that we're seeing in the marketplace.
But Secretary, the soybean producers in Canada are having a blockbuster year. If the Chinese shift suppliers and move to Canada, are those customers that are gone forever?
Well, I know that, again, that's a concern, is that we destroy demand for our products around the world on a more permanent basis. Again, I think we have to see this play out. When you look at China and how much they need in terms of their efforts to produce protein for their population, they will need to buy soybean from around the world, and so we think in the long run we continue to be a significant supplier to the country. But are we the first supplier or secondary supplier? Again, those are things that we're concerned about, and we want to continue to have these efforts that we've put forward to develop this market pay dividends in the long run. Now, having said all that, we know that there are issues that need to be resolved with China, and I think our farmers and our businesses are hopeful that we can get to a positive conclusion here.
And do you think that this is going to have an impact on the midterm elections? I mean, this is a state that clearly went for President Trump.
I think it could. Issues that hit the pocketbook certainly will have political ramifications. We've got in this situation in Iowa where the cost to produce a crop is more than what we can sell it for at this point, and so our producers are patient, but to a point. And so our message to the president is we can't continue to bear the brunt of the retaliation, and that our farmers really can't afford to wait. They're planning for a 2019 growing season and for making economic decisions that will impact them for years to come. And so we need certainty in this marketplace. So patient, but to a point.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.